Alright, y'all. I wasn't going to make another video, but I sit here and listen to this Mr. Cheap Sense on his damn channel talk about how bad all these people are in FragCom and all this other stuff. Now, I agree with mostly what he said. Most of what he said about subs and jumping up. But I want to remind you of something, brother. I just want to remind you of something. Just not too long ago, but about 4 months ago, you was at 1,000. And all of a sudden, 4 or 5 months later, you at 2.5 thousand. You don't have to buy subs, bro. People can buy subs for you. You understand what I'm saying? So, a couple of things in his little video to agitate the crap out of me, just to be honest with you. All that stuff about, people not doing this and giving him all his little glory that he wants. Well, that's what selfish people do. They want the glory all the time, okay? Screw the glory, brother. Then you're going to get on here and talk about how not giving people fragrances doesn't help them with their channels. What about these dudes that are up and coming, bro, that don't have very many? Huh? I give people samples, tons of samples, so they have something to share. It ain't about the damn bottles. It's about the juice. That's what you're reviewing, is the juice. My thing for me is, okay, what have you done to help somebody out? Run your mouth, give a little bit of suggestions. I mean, what are you doing to help out FragCom? Oh, I don't give out fragrances because most of these people just tune in to get fragrances anyway. Yeah, no crap, dude. You don't give nothing away because you're constantly taking stuff. I personally wish Travis would just drop you from Dapper, period. That's my thing. That's my opinion. Because you could tell you don't give a crap about Dapper, that you were a sensual obsessions whore. That's what you are. Okay? Kevin Holt ain't a good man at all. Kevin Holt's a whiny liberal. That's what Kevin Holt is. Kevin Holt doesn't give a crap about nobody but Kevin Holt. I see Travis give away a ton more stuff than I ever seen Kevin Holt give away. Matter of fact, Kevin Holt, when I first contacted Kevin Holt about reviewing his fragrances, he told me he had none. He was 2 weeks behind. It was miraculous that all of a sudden, oh, okay, well, I was going to buy some, and then all of a sudden, miraculously, he has some in stock, and he sent me 4 extra. If that ain't a damn liar, I don't know what it is. But Mr. Cheap Sense, bro, check this out, man. Stop being such a damn hypocrite. You talk about people taking in FragCom. You're the biggest taker in FragCom. I don't want to buy all that. No, you don't have to buy it. Because you give everybody a damn pity party and they send you stuff. 2 car payments. You work 2 jobs, bro. You make more than I do. Don't tell me you can't afford fragrances. You had me in that video at first. I'm going to tell you that straight up. You had me in that video at first. And I agree with about 80% of what you said. But don't get on here bashing people for giving stuff away, bro. We give decants to people so they actually have the freaking juice to use. I sent 22 of my bottles to another reviewer to review. That's how you help somebody out, man. What bottles have you sent somebody to help out? Matter of fact, I heard a story that somebody sent you a Fahrenheit out of the kindness of his heart, and you turned around and sold it. That's cheap. That's a crook. Fits you both very well, brother. Don't get on here and bash people for things they do when you don't do shit for this community. You don't do nothing for this community. And then you're going to get on there and talk about you can't get under this skin? I called you a sellout and you made a freaking hour video off of calling you a sellout, but it didn't get under your skin, right? Come on, bro. You're the biggest lying fraud in this fragrance community. You know why those people didn't send you anything? Because they don't like you. They don't like your channel. I don't blame them. I had less than 300 subs. I had 100 subs and had people sending me stuff to review. You want to know why? Because I got class. I'm not bumming stuff off of people. I buy my stuff. And I turn around and give away tons more than I've ever been given because I want to help people. So how is sending fragrances not helping somebody? There's a reviewer, Rob G from Lone Star Reviews. I seen he had 16 subscribers. You know what I did? I'll tell you what I did. I hope Rob don't mind. To me putting his name out there. I doubt it. But I hit him up and I talked to him for a couple minutes. Gave him some advice. Taught him how to do thumbnails. Taught him how to do video editing. And then turned around and sent him 22 samples. Free. I paid for the shipping. I'm not cheap. We don't give away fragrances just to, of course people are going to come to your channel when they know you're giving away a fragrance, bro. That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to give people I gave away a ton of stuff already. That's how I bring subscribers. Guess what? Most of those subscribers stay. Why? Because they see genuine. I give away a Parfums de Marley. I gave away a Mancera. You got cheap ass Ross Carlos getting on freaking YouTube celebrating his 10,000 subscribers. Awesome, man. Awesome. You know it costs $25 to get 100 subscribers? Didn't spend a whole lot of money getting them, did you, brother? Let me tell you a little something about, because I'm done with cheap cents. Now I got to get some other stuff off my chest. So, everybody knows the story about how Dwayne became such a bad guy in Fragcom, correct? If you don't, I want to tell you, okay? And I'll put the proof up here because this is going to be edited. Don't think I don't have no proof at all, because I got proof, okay? So, I held $50 from somebody who screwed me on a deal. I held it for longer than he screwed me. He screwed me for 2 weeks. I held it for like 5 weeks. I paid it immediately. But you want to know what Ross Carlos did? And I guarantee you nobody in this Fragcom is going to do anything about it. You know what Ross Carlos did? Ross Carlos, 6 months ago, when he decided he wanted to separate himself from Dwayne, he owed me $110 for 3 fragrances, okay? I sent him a Chanel. I sent him 2 products, Prada Candy and Prada Candy Kiss, for $110. They were easily worth $700 for all of them, okay? But I sold it to him because he was doing a lot of stuff for me. So anyway, he owed me $110. You want to know what he did? I had 2 people in that group because I got booted out of that group and I blocked them. I wasn't going to unblock them because I don't like them. Clifton Ledbetter can go suck an ass. Okay? So I said, look, dude, I don't care what you do. I don't care if it makes you look good and me look bad. Take the money you owe me, pay those 2 guys so I can just be done with it. So one guy accepted, okay? The other guy declined. Clifton Ledbetter declined because it was coming out of Ross's pocket. But Ross told me he paid it. And I'll show it up here. Dogman's already done it, but I'll show it again. But he didn't pay it. Then I made a Clifton Ledbetter exposed video. And that's how I found out Ross Carlos didn't pay it. Almost 7 months he held $50 of mine. But you guys in Fragcom won't do nothing about that though, will you? It's amazing how a guy that has the baldest knees in Fragcom, Ross Carlos, does something to somebody and screws them out of money. He owed me $55. Why didn't you send me the 55 bucks? If he wouldn't have accepted it, why didn't you say, hey, he won't accept it, here's the 55 bucks. I'd have just paid the dude and been done with it. We could have moved on. Okay? I just was leaving it up to you because, you know, I got booted out of the group by one of your little goons. Okay? But Fragcom won't do nothing about that. Almost 7 months holding my money. My hard-earned money. But I held it for 5 weeks. And everybody calls me a fraud now. But Ross Carlos does it, and nothing gets done about it. You want to know why? Because he's all up on George Zaharoff's nuts. He's all up on Kevin's nuts. He's all up on EJ's nuts. There's a reason that I don't review some fragrances anymore. Okay? I'm tired of Ross Carlos being this supposedly great guy. Dude, your videos suck, bro. They've always sucked. The only reason I ever watched it is because I got shouted out, and it was just cool to see you open up something. It's cool to see anybody open up something you sent them. Period. But you freaking people like Cheap Sense want to come in there and call other people out, and you're the exact same way. Because I was a Klansman and people hit you up with this stuff, you wanted to save your subs. You were sitting there talking to Ross Carlos and talking about how trashy he was for doing it. You turned around and did the exact same thing, bro. You ain't got no reason to call nobody out, bro. You better clean up your house before you start calling other people out. I expose for a freaking reason. I care. And I'm tired of seeing people in Fragcom get screwed over stupid stuff. The only reason you open your mouth is when somebody does you wrong. But you don't open your mouth when you do somebody else wrong, right? That's a hypocrite. That's the definition of a hypocrite. It's okay to get on there and call DB a bitch, right? But you did. But if somebody comes back and calls you a sellout, man, you can't do that. That's not being Fragcomish. Right, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Call me a bitch, but I called you a sellout. I mean, I don't see how that's equal. Just my opinion. Okay? There's us young guys that are in this fragrance community. We do things for a reason. I don't get jack from nobody. I have a few really good subscribers who really give a crap about my opinion, who send me some fragrances. I've had several send me fragrances, and I'm very appreciative of that. I don't get full bottles like somebody else I know, right, Cheapy? I just get decants. That's fine by me, because people care about my opinion. Seems like the only time you have a lot of views is when you're throwing out your drama. I was thinking we was going to squash this beef that we have between me and you until I heard something, you know, you and Dogman talking. You had your little comments to say. I don't give a crap if you ever mention my name again, brother. I'm serious. I don't hate you. I just can't stand you. There's a big difference. I don't hate nobody. You had a channel called Cheap Sense. And when I left Ross, I looked at you and Trey. I got you too, Trey. Don't worry. You and Trey were two guys up and coming. You were almost I think you was at like 800, Cheapy. I just wanted to send you some niche stuff so you could improve some of the stuff you were reviewing instead of the cheap stuff. Get you up and coming. Same thing with Trey. Trey was like 300, 400, something like that nature. I wanted to see Trey, you know, climb up the ladder with some niche stuff. Even though he's got a lot of fragrances, you don't have a ton of niche. But that brings me to you, Trey. You're a troublemaker. That's why I blocked you. I seen you on Sam Broom's live you did. Sam Broom is always the bigger man, turns away because he don't want nothing to do with it. Maybe he gets involved in it and says stuff when it's not on live. I don't know. I don't care. He's never done anything to me. I'm not going to do anything to him. but you instigated it. It seems like you find it funny to get him started and instigated to make him look like such a big man. Some of us don't care how big people are, dude. I'll call out anybody if I see them being trash. I don't care who it is. I called out Tyrone. I called out Bro Sense. And he's a friend of mine. I'll call him out. Dog Man will call me out. He says it in his live videos all the time. He don't agree with me taking free fragrances. I don't care. But like he says, I give out way more. 10, 15, 20 times more than I ever get in. It has nothing to do except for the caring of my heart to see somebody up and coming have some fragrances to review. You want to know something else? Rob G from Lone Star Reviews has not reviewed the 22 fragrance samples that I sent him. And I sent him a lot of niche and some designers. He's not reviewed one of them. He just on a dapper trip. That's his problem. I don't care. But I helped the dude. I don't see you sending somebody some samples. I don't see you sending somebody some bottles. I don't see you packing up 22 of your bottles and saying, hey, here you go, review them. Why? Your YouTube account says it all. Cheap. Dude, don't call the kettle black when you're a pot. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have no right to call nobody out. Kevin from Central Obsessions sent you every freaking thing that he owned. Every time I turned around, you were on Kevin's jock about Central Obsessions because he sent you something and talked about how great it smelled. But when Travis sent you something, it didn't smell all that great. Isn't that funny? Now all of a sudden you have a problem with Kevin. Now Dapper smells great. You understand what I'm saying? You're like the wind, brother. I wish we could work these things out. And like I said, I agree with 90% of what you said. But you can't ever humble yourself. You always have to come out as this macho man. Then be macho, brother. It's okay. I'm doing fine without you. To all you people in Fragcom, 80% of you are so damn fake, it makes me sick. It's like the government we live in. There's two-tiered justice systems in Fragcom. Oh, we can't do Ross Carlos that way. No, we can't do him that way. Even though he screwed somebody over, we just can't do him that way. But you can do me that way. I mean, I'm over it. I've been over it. But it just seems amazing to me how his channel continues to grow, even though he's a bigger fraud than I was. You see what I'm saying? Don't come barking in videos. I don't care who you are. If you're turning around doing the same things, man. If all you're doing is taking from Fragcom, just shut up and don't even come on the videos. Don't even make any videos. Just shut up. You've got nothing to say because you take. That's been my biggest complaint in Fragcom, is it seems how people take and never get back. I seen you on your videos. I watch your videos every now and then. I see you holding up this Killian and this Creed. The Killian was given to you. You admitted that. You take. But what did you do to get back? Have you given anything back? See, if we're going to act like Christian men and do Christian things, or act like we're good men, let's not throw Christian into that. We're supposed to pay it forward. Somebody went and sent me 30-some samples, and a lot of good samples. And I appreciated that. You know what I did? I paid it forward. I turned around and gave a bunch right back. I've done a ton before that. I felt like I got what I should have gotten, man. I was like, man, I give and I give and I give and I give. I love giving. Finally, I received. Bible says it's better to give than receive. I love giving stuff to people. I love them saying, hey, can I get some of this and some of that? Now, I do sell it. Tyrone's received, ProSense has gotten way more from me than he's ever bought. But I don't do it because I want his money. I don't do it because I want his friendship. His channel was hurting. He didn't have a job. I didn't want his channel hurting. I sent him decants so his channel wouldn't hurt no more. I sent him 30 ml of Galloway. I could have turned around and got $40 out of that. I didn't want the money. You know why? I'm blessed to be working. I make a good paycheck. I don't need to get on here and brag about all the stuff that I do. If I did, I'd make a 450,000 minute episode. I've given way more than I'll ever get. And that's okay. I'm fine with that. But Fragcom better wake up and start calling these people out for what they are. And hypocrites is what most of them are. I'm done ranting. I'm sick and tired of hearing people run their mouth about the dumbest stuff in the world and they turn around and do the exact same thing. It's idiotic. I was always told if you had nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all, but I've never lived by that. I've never lived by that. Never. So, Ross Carlos, keep buying subs, bro. You're giving away a freaking Mancera for your tent. I mean, I was expecting a Cremo. And don't worry, Georgia gent, I heard some stuff about you too. You know, I called you up and apologized to you personally on the phone for being a mean, ignorant jerk. I didn't know you had a stuttering problem. Now I don't really care. Especially if what you said to that dude was true. And the way you talked to him, that was worse than I said anything about you. It's a shame. You got to buy subs too. Jesus has got to buy subs. But you know, I'm going to tell you why Jesus Vargas quit YouTube. You want to know why? Because everybody thinks you get to this magical 1,000 and all this magic happens. All of a sudden you get these free samples and these free bottles. All of a sudden you can monetize your YouTube videos. I heard a story one day about a guy who he worked so hard. I don't know if he bought subs or not because I don't watch his channel. But all the way up to like 1,200, 1,300, 1,400, 15, somewhere around there. Monetized his videos. Did it for a year, got his first check, it was $7. You're not getting rich on YouTube, fellas. You're not going to have your collection soar like Ross Carlos did and don't review 75% of them. Okay? Ross Carlos knows what he's doing. He don't have bald knees for no reason, guys. Okay? He'll kiss your ass while he's getting everything he wants. Soon as it becomes too much for him, he's gutless and spineless. He drops it in a heartbeat, man. How anybody trusts his reviews, I'll never know. I was done with Ross Carlos. I called him and he apologized to me like a man. And then turned around and bold-faced lied to me, dude. Why didn't you give me my $55? You know why? Because you're a thief. That's why. You care too much about fragrances and nobody else. Sometimes I wonder if you care about your own freaking wife and kids. It's a shame, man. It's just a shame. And Keith, you talk about all them big time reviewers, them dudes don't give a crap about you, bro. None of them reviewers gave a crap. I don't care if you had 10,000. They're not going to send you nothing because they don't like you. Maybe it is a race issue. Who knows? If it is, shame on them. If it is, they shouldn't be in this stuff anymore. If it's a race issue, I'm telling each and every one of y'all, if you won't send that man nothing because he's a freaking black man, screw you. I don't support none of y'all anyway. Let me find out it's a race issue. I'll expose it to hell and back because I don't like racism. If the only reason you sent Ross and Georgia Gent anything is because they were white and you didn't send Keith nothing because he was black, that's bull. That's big time bull. I will call that out in a heartbeat, quick as you can say, I don't think it is, but let me find out. I'll happily expose that crap. Just like I exposed Steve's fragrances. Don't worry, cheapie. You ain't missing nothing with the fragrances, brother. Date for Men and Office for Men suck. You ain't missing anything. Every one of Steve's, his first 7 were clones of everything else. Now all of a sudden, Viva More was the first one I did. It took me 5 minutes to walk into my room and pull out the 2 fragrances that smelled like identical. Now he's trying to do a thing. You're not missing nothing, brother. Don't worry about that. And whoever, what's his name, Dan, is that who Mr. Smelly is? Screw him. Most of these people that make their own fragrances ain't doing it the right way anyway. Why you think I like authenticity? He's not copying nobody. Why you think I mess with OG Gabriel and his fragrances, Wise Guys? Because he ain't copying nobody. That's what I like. That's what I dig. And you're not paying way too much for it. Steve from Red Lessons wants $95 for a 60 ml Dua-like fragrance. And $195 for something that at minimum smells 75% like something else. Nope. Nope. If I want Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Mall, I can go buy it for way less than what he's selling it for. You're not missing anything, brother. Don't worry. I'm done, guys. I'm going to go in here and settle down and simmer down and be done. It just makes me sick to hear these people constantly bitching and complaining when they turn around and do the exact same things. Don't do nothing for Fragcom, but you're complaining Fragcom does nothing for you. Yep. Hypocrite.